There's just so much to be grateful for, right? Um, but one of the things I did want to start with, our organization, you know, through Patty's leadership, through just my buy-in, all of us, is to be a place where we have a foundation of learning, right? Investments in people, investments in time, um, investments in our mission and our culture and our beliefs. So when you start with that foundation and you walk into the years we've been in this, I hate saying years, just seems so scary that we've been walking through this for a while now. Um, those foundations gave us some wonderful tools. The process and working through and seeing you guys here once a month, and with Patty and Dave and Linda and John and Beth, and oh my God, like we get to be like right here with them, right? Where they've shared their learning, where they've pushed us, right, to do better, to be better. This particular opportunity through Outfitters also gave me a good sense of, oh man, we have some work to do to support the foundation that's been set for us, right, as a community of learners and of people who are kind of out there making a difference every day. So I've tried to pay attention to where I could never be a Patty, a Beth, a John, a Linda, a Jack, or a Dave for sure, but I can be a Sandy, and I can figure out how we can keep what we do in our day, what's important to people, alive and well. So trying to figure out that for me has been a thread, and I'm still holding on to it. Like, where can I somewhere make an impact that will be long lasting? Where can we hold up what's so important in the work that we do every day with people so it's not taken away by policy and politics, right? So, in the small ways that we've been able to manage through COVID, this particular platform has given that breath, that moment to pause, one more moment to pause. It's not the only moment, but it's one more moment to pause and think about what's really important for people and all of us to stay healthy and to be members somewhere, to be learners, to grow. The threads we've held on to, we went back to what's really important. The foundation of what we do is get out of your brain and live with your heart, right? Let your heart do some work out there. Because at the end of the day, if you're letting your heart do some work out there, it gives your brain a rest, right? So we've made things really simple as we can, but it's been very impactful. And I'll give you a couple of examples. On a global example, for the organization as a whole, we do fundraising, like most of you. There's fundraising that happens here. We had the opportunity through our organization, we do some fundraising and we receive money, but then we also have opportunities from brilliant people who put this together, and Renee is one of them, to give back to our local communities or to a family or to a cause, and we do something to give back. So through that, on the organization side that I work on, we looked at the Third Street Alliance for Women and Children, and we started thinking about what a great place to make some investments, right? And then what a great place that we found through a little thread that was hanging around. There were people there who were pretty wounded, women that are looking for a place to be in the world, right? Looking for something really positive to do, maybe looking for a career because life for them has been hard. How can we partner beyond just giving some crayons and coloring books and gift cards and things like that? But where can we partner with people to make an impact? And where might that impact show up for us again in our organization as we're looking for some skillful people to maybe come in and share their heart with the people that we work for? So we're kind of courting that along to kind of figure out where that's going to go. Sometimes the COVID thing has definitely been hard because trying to get the meeting there has been really difficult because they have children in their building. But that's one of the threads we're holding on to, and we just keep going back to it. We keep having the conversations, and we do small things to keep that door open. So when we can get to a better place, that door will be wider open for us, and hopefully something really positive is going to come out of that. And it's going to be beneficial to, I don't know how many people possibly, and I don't know what's going to come of it, but I know a good conversation is going to come of it, and something, we're going to learn something in that opportunity. And in part of COVID, we've welcomed new people to come and live with us during this horrible time, and we can't get out places, sometimes. So we've made little threads are hanging where we had one of our staff just out there constantly in the community where this young woman was going to live before she ever moved there. Started thinking about what's open, what's available, what will be open, where can I get heard. And she called and she showed up and she gave hospitality to people and made ways to kind of get in. And our young lady who was here has been with us less than a year, and she has 2 part-time jobs, and she's volunteering in 3 places. And this is all during COVID, very safely done. But what I found is the community has been very resilient. They want to hear from us. They want to hear from us. They want to get back to normal as much as we do. So I think before we were talking about what are our fears. Sometimes we get ourselves so fearful of what could happen that we get stuck in that. So we're trying really hard not to get stuck in that. Another thing that we did recently, and it's a celebration for this person, but a young lady that we support needed a therapy animal. And for the first time, we've had a therapy rabbit certified, and it's her actual therapy rabbit. She takes it everywhere she goes. It's been this wonderful learning opportunity, and that came from just having conversations with people in our local communities and in her local community, listening to her. What do you need to feel comfortable? Because she also is someone we started supporting during the pandemic. She's also holding a part-time job and volunteering in a place right now. So we just are trying to hold on to all of these little pieces and these little threads to keep us moving along, and keep people's lives open.